Hello, 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 everyone. Happy Tuesday. How are we doing today, you guys? Hope y'all are having a lovely, lovely day. I'm doing pretty good today. I had some vegan nuggies for dinner with some sweet potato tots. Those were delish. And just filled my wah. I got my blankie hoodie on, got my heater going, and you know, can't really complain about too much, except actually I can complain a little bit. I had to clean up a bunch of snow off my car today in the morning. That wasn't pleasant. I didn't want that for myself. But you know, I feel like that was kind of the worst part of my day. So on that note, we started out with the worst part and then it only went up from there, you know? So like, not too bad, not too bad. Yeah, it snowed. It started snowing when I got off work yesterday, and then it snowed like on and off like throughout the night. So yeah, I'd say there's probably like 2-3 inches maybe. I don't know. It was like a decent amount of snow. So that's not really how I wanted to start my day. Also, hi Bessie, how you doing? But like that was probably the worst thing that happened all day today. So like not too bad. And a lot of it melted today. So that's good. But didn't melt in the morning. Didn't melt before I had to get in my car. No, they're like tights. They're not leggings. I need to get some fleece leggings though. I need to get some. I think I was actually just talking about that yesterday. I was like, cause whenever I put the tights on over the weekend to like clear off my car, it made me realize, I was like, it would be really great to have some like fleece leggings or sweatpants or just like more like thermal like clothes. I really need to get some more thermal clothes because I only really have those tights and like a long sleeve thermal shirt. Also, thank you for getting first. Let's go. It's your first too. Woo, 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 woo. Let's go. You can only have one of those, so let's fucking go, baby. But yeah, it was kind of icky, but it wasn't too bad. Like the roads weren't too bad. So that was good at least. You are number one, let's go. Well, technically you're zero, but in this case, I guess, yes. I wish I could make a special thing on Twitch that only you can redeem. I don't think that's possible, but yeah, that's the shirt I have is a Heat Tech shirt from Uniqlo. I need to just get some more because those things are so nice. Like they're so great. I have one long sleeve Heat Tech shirt from Uniqlo. I should really get some more. It's so warm. Get the pants. See, the only problem with that is I don't think Uniqlo has tall. So I was looking to see if Old Navy had anything, which I think they had some fleece lined stuff. So I might have to go through there. I also saw that there's like some leggings and stuff on like Amazon that had some like tall options. Yeah, it's sad. I can't. I mean, like technically I could do it, but they won't be long enough. And I want them to be like long, you know? So have a BIFL. Wait, what does that mean? What does that mean? But they're on the pricier side. I mean, to be fair, like I feel like if things are like good quality, it's worth it to like buy it for like, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, because what I was just about to say is like if it's quality and it's gonna last a long time and it does a good job, I feel like it can be good. I guess it depends on how pricey it is, but like, you know, within reason, like I think it's totally worth it to spend a little more and get like better quality and something that's gonna last. So Yeah. Smart wool is my suggestion for a solid base layer then. Merino wool. Ooh, okay. I'll have to look into it. But yeah, I need to get some more just like thermal, super warm stuff because brother, because it made me realize, I was like, so these sweatpants I have, I only got one pair because I was like testing them out, and I got them from Old Navy because I just wanted to see like if I liked them and like what the length was like, and lengthwise they are awesome. Like Old Navy has changed my life in terms of like their because I like Old Navy because they're affordable but have like really great sizing options, you know, so like it's a really nice like option if you're wanting something affordable, and they have a lot of really great sales. And I really like these sweatpants. I will say there is like, I do have a small hole in them like near the knee because one time, I think it was probably Iris, it would make sense, her claw like caught on it and ripped it a little bit. But like, I mean, they're still very wearable. That's okay. And I don't really think it was like a problem. I mean, they probably aren't like the best quality, but it was more I hadn't trimmed my cat's murder mittens in a long time, and Iris loves to sit on my lap and get her little claws going sometimes, and it just like happened to nick it just right, you know? So I don't really think it was the pants' fault fully, you know? So yeah, but I like them, so I need to see if they have like some fleece lined or just like thicker options, because these ones they're pretty thin. I mean, like they're warm, but they're a more like they're a thinner material, which is nice, you know, for certain times. But right now it's so goddamn cold that it's making me realize like I just need to get some sturdy, like thicker stuff, because I'm out here in my sweatpants and my 2 layers of socks and my hoodie blanket, and then my blanket on top of the hoodie blanket. Like, and I mean, to be fair, I always like am like cold. So I mean, like I'll probably still always be a little bit cold, like my hands will always be cold and blah 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 blah, whatever. But yeah, I need to invest in some good thermals for sure. I really do. So, and I probably should have taken advantage of like Black Friday and stuff, but I've been really trying to save money, and like I'm surviving right now. Like it's fine, I have options so I don't freeze my ass off, you know. But like whenever I'm back in the market to like pick up some new clothing pieces, I should definitely invest in just a couple more thermal options. I think that would be a good investment. Hi Mod, how's it going today? Hope you're having a lovely day. We're just talking about being cold. We were just talking about being cold. How was recess today, Mod? I hope you didn't freeze your ass off out there. But yeah, anyways, so I guess I'll keep you guys updated on my journey. But yeah, I don't know, not much going on today. It was a pretty chill day. I did listen a little bit to the audiobook I started. It's actually book 2. Some of y'all might remember way back when I talked about that book with like the fairies and the smut and stuff. Not ACOTAR, not that one. And the real point of contention was the man roaring. Yeah, it's book 2 of that. I question my choices every day. Like, I guess it's fine so far. I think I'm at like 10 or 11% done. It's a pretty chunky audiobook. It's like 24 hours. And it's fine so far. I mean, something moderately interesting just happened, so I was like, okay, let's see. But I'm kind of bored. I can't lie, I'm a little bored. I'm gonna keep giving it a chance, but if it doesn't capture my attention soon, I might have to back out, which is such a shame because the only reason I'm reading book 2, like bothering with it in the first place, is because the ending of book 1 was so like bombastic in a great way that I was like, oh, okay, maybe I should, you know, maybe I should give it a chance, let it cook. But it's kind of a slow start so far. And I don't know, I think they're gonna get down soon, and I still don't really like the main love interest. I just don't like him that much. So I don't know. I'll keep you guys updated. I like never I almost never like stop reading a book in the middle. Like I'll usually like suffer my way through it because I don't know, I just have a hard time with dropping something, you know. But I don't know. We'll see. Right now, nothing like bad has happened. I'm just a little bored, you know. I'm waiting for it to pick up, and it's like a 25-hour book, so like surely stuff's gonna happen. But I don't know. We'll just have to see. Going great. Brought a fluffy hat today, so it was tolerable. Oh, that's good. I'm glad to hear. And with December comes holiday dress up days, so I'm super stoked for that. That is super exciting. Ooh. Do you know, like, do you do all kinds of themes, or are they always just like holiday related? Like, what kind of themes do you guys normally do? It's so hard to stay invested when you don't like the main love interest. It really is. It really is. And I mean, I knew that was the risk I ran with this because the whole first book, I did not like the main guy really. And whoa, surprise, surprise, I still don't like him that much. He's not really doing anything wrong. Like before, in the first book, there were some things that I just really didn't like that he did. And like personality traits and things. Like he hasn't really done anything wrong so far. He's just kind of there, like doing, you know, some stuff is happening, like he's supporting his girl. I'm like, okay, yeah, I can get behind that, that's fine. I don't know, I'm just not really like, it's not really capturing me yet. And especially with how it ended on such a like, woo, kind of crazy like plot twist. No, you know, I kind of expected the start of this book to be like just pick right up on that energy, and it just didn't, you know. I was just like, oh, the way it started was just not really what I expected. I don't know. Anyways, so I'll keep you guys updated, but that's what I'm doing. I might try to listen to another chapter after stream. I might do some more paint by numbers and try to listen to it. We'll see. I might not though. We'll just see how we feel after stream today, I guess. But if not, I'll probably listen to more tomorrow. It's been a little bit like not busy, but like kind of at work this week. I guess just like after, you know, having a couple days off. So it's been a little bit harder for me to like focus enough while like doing my work. So I haven't been listening to the book I haven't been listening to audiobooks as much this week, but that's okay. It be like that sometimes. Mostly holiday seasonal for December. Before Thanksgiving break, I had Spirit Week, Tutu Day, Secret Service Day, Pink Day, Anything But a Cup Day, and Pajama Day. That sounds like so much fun. I love that. That sounds like such a blast. Well, I'm excited to hear about all the holiday dress-ups. That sounds like so much fun. But anyways, yeah, I think that's all my updates for me. And we're just gonna hop right back into this game. Yesterday, it feels so weird now to be playing it like back to back. But yesterday we finished day 1 of the trial. And that bento girl, I don't know. I mean, literally everybody's just guilty of perjury in this game. every single witness just lies up there. And I'm like, when are we ever gonna get like an honest witness? You know what I mean? Like, I know the whole point of the game is for us to like call out contradictions, but these people are like straight up like hiding shit. I feel like you can contradict yourself without really like meaning to, without you like trying to it being because you're trying to cover things up, you know? I feel like people just like innocently contradict themselves sometimes, but not in this game. Not in this game. No. They're all liars and they're all covering some shit up. So we're gonna have to see, I guess, what we can find out today. And maybe we'll get to the second day in court. But we're just gonna have to see. Okay, trial ladder. Okay. Let's see what happens. I'm curious to see what we're going to discover in our investigation today. Mr. Wright? Let me move my law. Huh? What? Are trials always like this with you? Like you're swimming up from the bottom of a lake about to reach the surface? But no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there? Pretty much. Yeah, no, we... Nah, that's really true. We be fighting for our life every trial. We go into every goddamn trial so woefully unprepared. We have no idea what we're doing. Half the time, we're just like picking options and hoping for the best. We're claiming that something's a contradiction even though we don't really know if it is or why or for what reason. I mean, we're really just like stumbling through this profession. But somehow we always end out on top. Like somehow we always turn it out, you know? But yes, if your question is, are you constantly bullshitting during the trial? Yes. It's just like during the Danganronpa trials. I never know what I'm doing or why. I just do it and hope for the best, and somehow it keeps working out for me. Except today we're swimming in quicksand. Yeah, it was a little rough, huh? So what happened to your sister anyway? Oh, and I do have an update on my eyes. You guys, they're doing better. They're still a little bit dry. We've reached the peeling phase. Oh, just a little bit of peeling, especially in the like outer corners. But they feel a lot less itchy today, though sometimes I still wanted to rip them off, but like a lot less often. Not as much. So that's great. I think they are healing, and I think like another couple days of keeping them super moisturized and stuff, and hopefully we'll be back to normal and we won't have this awful itchiness anymore. So just thought you guys would like to know that I'm doing a lot better today on my eyes. And I feel like, because today was like a significant improvement from even just yesterday, so I feel like tomorrow's got to be even better, right? So I'm feeling good about that. I'm very happy about that. Anyways, okay, apparently she got called off to the judge's chambers. Probably something to do with that piece of cloth. Oh yeah. So, this is where we turn this trial around, right? Our only weapon, a tiny, insignificant piece of cloth. I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth. Phoenix, you're so real. I swear to God, Phoenix, you're so real. Oh, it's that one guy. I wonder if he's involved. Just looking at his hanky, and I don't know, it's got me a little sus. They say you show a red cloth to a bull, it'll fire up its temper. That's what they told me when I was a youngin', at least. Officer Marshall. Thought I'd come take a look-see at how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. They've got the home ranch locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory. I hate that animation. I forgot about it. Why are you shaving with a knife? And you also have a knife. Sus. That hard to slip out, huh? What is going on over there anyway? All the police I've seen these last 2 days have been really on edge. Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example. Officer Marshall? The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf. Oh, drink it. You don't say. Now don't that just be all? Huh? I've seen the red breeze blow up. I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. Saw it that day too. She was wearing a red muffler. What? At the awards ceremony that afternoon. Edgeworth's seen it too, I'd reckon. What does that mean? In the photograph taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf. Well, it means she took it off, doofus. Like, so Miss Starr wasn't mistaken. Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. And sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell. Ugh, I have a bad feeling about this. So, what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright? With steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Ooh-wee. Ugh. Okay. Huh? Wait, what? Wait. What? Wait, why are we back? Huh? Wait. Is the trial not over? I thought we were supposed to investigate. What's going on? I'd like to resume? What's up? The judge keeps looking over at the prosecution. Is he gonna question him about the scarf or something? Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Your face is blue, your lips are purple, you're sweating bullets. That furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes. He mad. What's more, your eyes are unfocused. You're doubled. Oh, okay. Never mind. Can't be. This can't happen? Wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth. I'm so confused. Why are we back in the courtroom? Well then, I believe it is time we continued on with this trial. What do you mean? Did they call it a recess last time? I don't remember that. I thought we were done. This is unacceptable. Seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself. Excuse me. Knock knock? Who's there? Oh. Who the fuck is that? What's with this guy? His eyes are crazy. A strange, stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom. What the fuck is going on? Also, thank you for getting your daily mint, Roxy. Hey, the temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in. The fuck? He's got the, like, badge thing, though. What on earth is he? Who are you? What's happening? Why am I back in court? Ah, it's you. He's not... Why is he just staring? Oh, huh. Sorry I'm late, G. The roads were packed. It's just me. Long time no see, eh, G? Is that supposed to be like a nickname for judge? How you been? Swim much these days? The fuck is going on? Ah, hello. No, I've been so busy. Busy smizzy, G, my boy. What the fuck? You have to make time to relax. Yes, indeed. G seems to be his nickname for the judge. I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. I love Phoenix. Sorry, but who are you? Huh, so you're Righto, the attorney. I've heard good things about you, son. Thanks? So sorry about our little worthy giving you all that trouble. Eh, Edgeworth? What the fuck? You know, we should all go swimming together sometime. Jolly. Little worthy? Mr. Wright, you don't know the district chief of police? No. Chief of police? He's the top-ranking police officer in the entire district. Name's Gant. Damon Gant. Pleased to meet you, everyone. Okay. So, to what do we owe this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last came to this courtroom, hasn't it? Well, it's worthy here. Look at the poor fellow. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this. Hey, that's my sister's muffler. So Miss Starr wasn't just seeing things. When the crime occurred, Miss Sky really was wearing that muffler. To think that it was stuffed into that exhaust pipe, that certainly doesn't make her look good. On Little Worthy's car, no less. Why does he just stand there and stare for several seconds? Oh. Hold up. SL9. I knew that this was upside down. It's the date of the murder in SL9, but this one has a 2 on it. What does that mean? What is that? Is that like a hilt or whatever? Like the thing that you tuck a blade into? What is that? It's really quite embarrassing, even for us. What's this? Oh, it's a switchblade. It's what you'd call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this. Oh. So 2/21, the date of the murder, and SL9 was written on a piece of paper that has the, like, whatever you call it, like the, what is that called? Fucking like letterhead or whatever. Is that what it's called? On his paper, just written upside down. I knew it. I knew that that was gonna end up being an upside down thing. You can always tell because they'll use like letters and numbers that can be read both ways. They've done this too many times in Danganronpa and in Zero Escape and now in Ace Attorney. I'm on to you guys. I know all your little tricks. Okay, I know all your little tricks. But I still don't know what it means exactly. It's what you'd call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this.
Objection!
Chief, what kind of outfit are you running? Mr. Edgeworth, how could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job? Now, wait a minute, Worthy. I've no desire to hear your excuses. I'm telling you to wait. Or didn't you hear me? Have a look at this document where it says person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signature is there. Miles Edgeworth? That's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had your head in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. But you're the person in charge. I'll expect a written apology. What? Are you serious? Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made. This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words. This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth. The court accepts this new evidence. But I'd like to ask the defense a favor first. Yes? Just to be sure, I'd like to take a look at the blade of this knife. The blade, Your Honor? Well, I don't see why not. Could you open it up for me, I wonder? Why do I have to open it? Yes, well, I think all you have to do is push that switch and... If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I wouldn't be able to pound my gavel anymore. Bruh. Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I wouldn't be able to point it at people anymore. Come on, just hurry up and open it. It's doing that, by the way, not me. It's doing all of this. Okay, I'm really curious about this. Oh! Got blood on it, but it's broken. Don't scare me like that. I'm the one who's scared. Look at this knife blade. The tip is broken off. And this dark red stain. Blood? Okay. Oh, and it was wrapped in the muffler. Okay. This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself. I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us? About the split between the prosecutors and the police and this knife. Sure thing. Not a problem. Not even a little one, really. Hi, Juan. How's it going? This is so weird. I'm still confused how we got pulled back into the courtroom. It's like a mini trial or something. Well, I'm assuming. This knife is special, but I can't say how here. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. A detective was killed at the police department. See? What a mess. The time of the crime? 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to this case, so I can't talk much about it. There was a murder at the police department? A detective? That's hush-hush information, Udgy. We haven't exactly announced it yet. Oh, so there's a separate person that was killed? Wait a second. You said 5:15. That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Order! Anyway, we at the department were all flustered, as you might well assume. We're in the middle of a top-secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay? I think we understand the police department's situation. Well, Mr. Wright? 2 detectives killed at the same time in 2 different places. Chances of that are really slim, scientifically speaking, of course. Of course. I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness. This is an interesting development. Was not expecting this. Very well. However, keep your questions focused on the case at hand. Okay. That mean I'm gonna be like... Can I take damage for questioning the wrong thing? This knife is special, but I can't say how here. I'm gonna try it. Excuse me. Special? Hard to come by this particular knife anywhere else. Might that special thing be this little tag? Oh, sorry, Righto, that I can't say that now. Not that. We've established that the knife is in Goodman's chest was this knife. Now, why was there another knife at the scene of the crime? That's quite a mystery. And like a mystery, it's wrapped in something. A muffler. Was it like they were stabbed with one knife and then the other one was stabbed in to make it look like that was the murder weapon, even though technically the other one was the murder weapon? Like, I'm so confused. Wait. Oh my god, I can go backwards now? I didn't notice that yesterday. Did it do that yesterday? This is so cool. Who are we defending? I don't even really know, Juan. I'm so confused. We just randomly got pulled back into the courtroom. This must be like a new thing since this chapter is like, was added on later. I'm confused though. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. Well, there is, I think. This knife was found on the scene of our crime. I think that makes it connected to the case, don't you? See, there's a lot of things that go on at the department I can't explain. It's delicate, okay? Sorry, Righto. Thank you for the lurk, mod. Maybe there's something about the knife that will give us a clue. I already know the connection. Let's examine that knife while we can. Evidence that leaks this knife to Detective Goodman. I think perhaps the pieces are falling into place. I should try presenting the piece of evidence that's had me stumped all this time. So how were things down at the department? Okay, so I guess I could just back up. Maybe I don't even need to bother with the other ones. I could just back up and present the paper.
Objection!
Let's just do that. Wait a second. Ah, at last, an honest to goodness objection. This knife. This has to have something to do with Detective Goodman. What do you mean? An honest to goodness, what do you mean from Udgy? This is great. This guy's weird. Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL92. This is important. Why? Over here, we also have a memo that was on the victim of, or on the body of the victim. What's this? 6 minus 7s 12-2. Or not dash, but you know what I mean. Backslash. Your Honor, it's upside down. Upside. The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right side up. But turn it around and what do you get? Yeah, baby. Aha! Whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down. It's all mine. That's the same thing that is written on the knife's tag. Order, order. Well, Chief? Oh, well. I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, Righto. I win? What game is this guy playing? This knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. Oh, I can press it already?
Hold it!
So this knife was stolen? Yes, but on the day of the murder. It was evidence, you say? Was it in fact a murder weapon? Nice, nice, nice. Good show, Little Worthy. It was a murder weapon as it happens. It was evidence from a case long since solved. So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder. Oh. So if it was past evidence, the blood on it is probably just related, and the chip off of it is probably just related to that previous case. Maybe Goodman suspected something with that case, like it was falsely like resolved or whatever, like maybe they accused the wrong person, or I don't know, something along those lines, and he took the evidence for his own reasons, like related to that. I'm not really sure. And it was found in the exhaust pipe of Edgeworth's car. I don't know why it would have been in the exhaust pipe though. Hard to think there isn't a connection there. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. Something happened at the police department too, huh? You got a good look in your eyes there, Righto, my boy. Sharp, hungry. So something did happen. Why wasn't I informed? Why weren't you informed? Well, why didn't you ask? No matter, I understand. You were busy, what with Lana's case and all. Well, what happened? What happened at the police department that day? A detective was killed at the police department, see? And what a mess. Can we get some more details than that? On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department? That's a fact. Surprising, isn't it, Udgy? I'm at a loss for words. And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. Just arrested? That was quick. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, Righto. Suppose I could help. If you help me by giving me data on your case. Oh, good one. This kid's sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and only one thing. Where the victim was found, how the victim was killed, and when the victim died. I think maybe how they were killed. Well, how was the detective killed? How was he killed? Now that's the interesting part. It was what we in the force called a stabbing with a knife. Ooh. A knife? That's exactly the same as Detective Goodman. That's the spirit. We're cooking now. But you know, that's not the only thing that was exactly the same. What do you mean? There were even more similarities between the two cases than the cause of death. Seems like I'm going to have to press this a little bit harder. The time of the crime, 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? So... hold on.
Hold it!
So what happens if I press again? Oh, so I can cheat. Huh. Well, let's cheat. Tell me, where was the victim found? Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found, but I can say the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department. The evidence room? Wait a second. I've heard of that. I've been in there, haven't I? Or no, that was the files, I guess. The evidence room. Didn't he mention that in his testimony just now? This knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. I think Goodman was getting it out of evidence. Maybe got caught and stabbed them. There's the connection between the two cases. Seem happy, Mr. Wright. Happy? We just got handed our ticket to go to the town, or to go to town on this case. With a link between the two cases established, we finally have some leverage. Now we can get Gant to testify about the details. It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it. Chief, the defense's position is simply this. The connection between these two cases has already been proven. You don't say? Well, out with it, Righto. What's your connection? Yes, on with it, Mr. Wright. The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room. Not to mention the victim had on him the case number on the knife's evidence tag. And we also know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed in that very same evidence room. Indeed. There do seem to be too many connections for it to be a coincidence. Stairs. Why? You two make a good pair. Took my men 2 days to find out what you deduced right here. Chief, I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department. See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet and all. Can we get the information unofficially? Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all. What? Really? Who would have guessed? I'll cooperate, but I can't reveal the name of the victim at the department, okay?
Hold it!
If you're going to tell us a little, why not tell us everything? Well, case information is sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly. Oh well, I guess I might as well try to get what I can out of him. Victim's division, the victim's ID number, or the victim's gender. The ID number. We have the ID number of our victim. Okay, how about you tell me the victim's ID number? Sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who it is from that. Of course not. You won't tell me their name after all. We keep a tight lid on ID numbers, so don't go getting your hopes up. The number is 5842189. Okay, but this is confusing. It's like saying that the same person was killed in 2 places and found dead in 2 different places. That doesn't make sense. Well, that's quite long. We have to remember these. It drives me nuts. I can't do it. You didn't even get the first number right. Well, Mr. Wright, does this tell you anything? Yeah, it does. This does tell me something. Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does. I think. Meaning? Has to be what I think it is. But what does this mean? Well, let's hear what the defense has to say. They say the ID number of the detective who was murdered at the police department tells you something. What does it tell you? It tells me that it's this dude.
Take that!
Witness. What is it, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night. No, it's just, I got confused. And this is new. Wait, what do you mean got confused? Did I do the wrong thing? Just come out with both guns blazing like you always do. Police department, the prosecutor's office. 2 places, 2 detectives murdered at one time. Actually, I happen to have a police ID number here. Oh, is it yours? No, Your Honor. I'm a defense attorney, remember? This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman. Shame on you, Righto. Personnel IDs are top secret. I mean, I feel like it's gotta be twins or clones. Because what else? Detective Goodman's ID number is 5842189. And this means what exactly? Huh? Wait. That ID number we heard from the chief earlier. What started with 82... I've forgotten. I didn't even get the first number right. Again. The number of the chief of police gave us was 5842189. Wait a second, Wright? What does this... I don't know. Mean? That's what I want to know. The 2 ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. What does our witness think about that? Oh, sharp as a tack, Righto. Sharp as a tack. But wait, Detective Goodman is our victim. He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot. Yet Detective Bruce Goodman was also killed at the police department. In the evidence room at the exact same time for identity theft. That's impossible. So, what we're saying is the same person was killed at the same time and in a completely different location? Brother, I know what I'm saying, but I also don't know what I'm saying. You know what I mean? No. What I want to know is, why didn't I hear about this? Yes, it's top secret, fine, but I'm the prosecutor in charge of the case. Now just wait a second, Worthy. No need to get all flustered. Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case. Wait. I said wait. Oh, God. Or didn't you hear me? The oversight. The grave error? Mr. Edgeworth. They're yours. What? How dare? We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our Officer Meekins who brought you the news. Officer Meekins? Mr. Wright, where have we heard that name before? I don't know. Wait, aha. Oh, that was Officer Meekins. Right. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got you your report. You don't mean him? According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe. But your officer, he told me, said the report had nothing to do with the Lana Sky incident. Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department evidence room. Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right on the top of the report. Why didn't your officer tell me? Honestly, I'm not sure if that officer was capable of making the connection. He did seem what is that supposed to mean? In any case, this is a serious error, a gross negligence of duty on your part, Worthy. But sir, you could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then I hate having to just sit here and look into his eyes. No such luck this time, Worthy. Or should I say unworthy? Damn. What? Now, what was the second rule of evidence law? Well, Mr. Wright? Huh? Oh, well, it's Rule 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. How is this rule relevant? Normally, you submit a list of evidence to be used in court before the trial. This report wasn't on that list. So what does this mean? Couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in our court. The connection was just proven by Wright over here. Good job, Wright, my boy. Oh, so is that what this was all about? Huh? I was just doing my job. No. No! Freaking out. Themes, we have come to the end of this trial. I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy. What with all those rumors? You were even in the defendant's chair just this past December. I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part. Mr. Edgeworth, please, just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened, if it's the last thing I do. You better get results. This time. Really. You have my profound apologies, sir. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court. I will grant one further day as the prosecution has requested. Will that be sufficient? Sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Whatever your punishment for this is, for your sake, I hope it's not decisive. Retro Icy, thank you so much for getting your daily mint. Hope you're having a lovely, lovely day. Very well. Court is adjourned. All right. I was not expecting that. I was not prepared for that. That is definitely new. I wonder if it'll happen, like, on the second day in court as well. I'm not sure. Also, you guys, I'm gonna be right back. I think, like, I don't know if it's because I'm so cozy right now. Like, I'm all bundled up, but I just got hit with, like, an intense wave of sleepy. So I'm gonna go get a Neuromint real quick. I just need, like, a tiny caffeine boost. I'm, like, so bundled up and comfy. Like, I think I just, like, So give me 2 seconds. I will be right back. In the meantime, take this opportunity to get a snack, go to the bathroom, look away from your screen for a second, and I'll be back in just a second. Okay, I'm back. I know, Roxy. I love them too. They're so perfect to like not have too much caffeine, but if you just need like a little boost. So I got my Neuromint now. Hopefully that'll help. Like I surprisingly warmed up, and I think that just made me like so tired out of nowhere. Like the last few minutes of that trial, I was just like, like what's happening? I'm like having trouble keeping my eyes open. So hopefully that'll help. Just a little bit of caffeine. Okay, now I gotta get myself all bundled back up.
Where have you been all my life?
Minky1 Waddlement.
Hi, wifey. Hello. Thank you so much for the 55 months. How are you doing today? I hope you're having a lovely, lovely day. Hope you're keeping warm. It's friggin' cold. Oh my god, my like blankie's getting caught up in the wheels of my chair. We're struggling. Ugh. Okay, I think I got it. All right. Here we go. Perfect. All right, I'm so sorry if you can hear if you can hear my mint clacking around on my teeth. I'm so sorry. I'm going to try to dissolve it quickly. Please don't mind me. I need this. Yeah, exactly, Roxy. Like even if you take 2, it's not really that much, you know? So it's like it's perfect. And they're so good. They taste good too. I'm glad to hear you're doing good, wifey. It's so cold. So I get it. I hope you also stay warm. We are trying out here. We're trying. I think it's supposed to warm up like a little bit as we get later in the week. So that's good. But by a little bit, I think it's going to be like mid 30s instead of like, I think right now it's like mid to high 20s. Is kind of like the range we've been in. So, I mean, I'll take it. Like that's still warmer, you know, but yeah, it's pretty cold out here. I mean, and I feel like I don't know, like it's been like the weather has been getting cold for a while now, but I feel like it really dropped just kind of like very all of a sudden, you know, and I'm just like, ugh. I'm shivering over here, but apparently not right now. To be fair, I really do have like the full setup going right now. I got all my comfy cozy warms on, and it is certainly it's making me sleepy. Okay. Did I save already? Did I just do this? What time is it? I think I did. I think we're fine. I guess I can override it just to be safe though, huh? Yeah, just in case. Okay. Now we can do our investigation. That threw me off so much. That was kind of fun though. It's like a little mini trial. Okay, Mr. Wright. So, what's going on with the case anyway? I'm a little confused. I know, we're getting into like Zero Escape territory of like what the fuck be going on in Sweden. Wait, hold on, what? But like no, for real, like what the fuck sci-fi shit is going on right now? Like what's happening? All right, I'm a little confused. Same. Let's see, what is going on? The victim, Detective Bruce Goodman, was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot in the police department's evidence room. What's this? And the evidence room part. Girl, you were just in the trial. Why do I have to explain this to you? You were literally present. You heard us discuss all these things. Oh, oops, I didn't mean to, I didn't read that. Whatever. Well, that's what we're going to find out, or try to at least. I assume she said something about him being like 2 places at once. All right, glad she's in good spirits, but I'm not sure she's going to be much help with this. Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright. Huh? Look, we're in this together, right? I miss Maya. I'll prove that these thick-rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Let's go. Science awaits us. All right, let's do it. You know, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares? Wait, I thought there was. Otherwise, how do they know a murder took place there? I'm confused. Yeah, it was only our victim who was killed in their evidence room. Nobody. Wasn't it implied that they found his body there? I'm confused. Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I know it. That oil drum, was it empty? Oh yeah, we're talking about the water washing it away or whatever. My sister erasing evidence at the crime scene? Never. Even though she says they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister. That's not it at all. It's just, we're both professionals at what we do, and I trust her. Big words for a high school student. Well, whether there was blood on the floor or not, the water in that oil drum washed it all away. Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright. Huh? What's that grin for? This situation calls for one thing, and that is luminol testing fluid. All right, let's do it. That sounds good to me, actually. That's a good plan. Luminol? Blood is sticky stuff, you know? You can't just wash it away with a little water. Even if you can't see it, it's still there. Iris? What's going on, baby? You want some lappy? I have the perfect setup for you today, Iris. I mean, this is like pristine lappy conditions. Yeah. Like, this is big time. This is big time, baby. What do you think? You want to get in on this? Oh? You look like you want to get in on this. Come on down. Well, come here, baby. But see, we always play this game now where she looks like she wants to get in on it. Yeah, it's free real estate. But then she doesn't. She'll just circle around me and meow and like look longingly, but then she won't come do it. What's going on? You're doing it again. See, I'm proving myself right now. They don't call me Phoenix Wright for nothing. Come on. Free real estate. Juan said it himself. Yeah. Okay, well, while you think about that, my lappy is open to you. So whenever you're ready, you know, it is free for the claiming. All right, girl? All right. Around the circle, we call you Phoenix wrong in some... What? What? How dare? How dare? But wouldn't the police have already done those tests? Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. Come here, Miss Riz. I'm telling you, I literally got the perfect lappy for you. Just give it a try. Me? Why do I have to do it? I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet. We're testing bloodstains with this stuff, not drinking it. Yeah, I'm just a girl. Here, look, I'll lend you these glasses. Huh? You had an extra pair of those things? Whoa, 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 whoa. Test for a blood reaction. Just spray the luminol on it. Like this, see? Okay. Press enter to spray it on. Okay, let's find us some blood stains. All right, baby, check this out. Oh, I guess I don't actually have to press enter. Well, there's an autoplay option. I really thought it was gonna be around here. Oh, there we go. There we go. We found it. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, Iris, you're blocking my screen a little bit. I'm telling you, whenever I invite you to sit in my lappy, that does not mean stand in my lap for 2 seconds and then sit directly in front of my monitor where I can't see anything. You look real cute, though. You do look real cute while doing it, I must admit. I must admit you look pretty cute while doing it. Yes, you do. What do you think? I mean, I'm serious, girl. This is as good as Lappy is gonna get. It is like perfect Lappy conditions, especially for this weather. I mean, you can't beat it. And a great game for it because I only need one hand. You know, like this is the time, girly girl. No, don't back up. You were doing great. You were moving in the right direction. Okay. And I lost her. I think she's gonna go cuddle with her sister on the bed. Fifi's all curled up. All cute. Maybe attack her. Oh, don't disturb her peace. Oh my god, you guys, I forgot to tell you. Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot to tell you guys this. Okay, I have a quick story. So, this morning, I woke up to Fifi messing with the feeder, like after she had already eaten. Like she was trying to knock it over. And I was getting annoyed. I just wanted to sleep. So I kind of corralled her in my room. Iris was already in here and I like closed my door so that she couldn't get to it. You know, and then I like let them out once I was getting up and getting ready. Cause I just like got her to settle, you know, so I could go back to sleep. So I did that. Well, in recent months, I've had to use a door stopper on my door because for whatever reason, anytime my bedroom door is open, Iris likes to close it and she closes herself in my room. And I don't know, she just always does that. Like I literally can't have the door open without the door stopper, otherwise she will close it herself. I don't know why. That's just her thing. She just likes opening and close. In general, she likes to like open and close my closet door. She likes to open and close my bathroom door. Like she just likes messing with doors, I guess. But no, yeah, it used to make me laugh because I was like, she would always do it when Fifi was in the living room. So I was like, damn, she just wants to be left alone, I guess. So I don't know. That could still be it. But anyways, so this morning, whenever I opened like the living room door, so that they could go out again while I was getting ready, I forgot to put the door stopper back on. I completely forgot. And so I come home from work today and the bedroom door is closed and Fifi's in the living room and Iris is in the bedroom. And I'm like, oh no. Cause guess what? Food already went off. So Fifi ate not only all of her food, but all of Iris's food as well. Okay? Her belly, her fucking tummy was just like, it was like a balloon. She was so full and she loves to like throw herself on the floor and get belly rubs, and I could literally like feel the difference. Like she was so stuffed full of food and I was like, oh my god, like crap. So I open the door, Iris comes running out. She's running around her feeder like desperately. I'm like, girl, it's long gone. Like you did this to yourself is the worst part. You locked yourself in my bedroom. Like I have a litter box in here and water, so she had water, like that was fine. But she literally locked herself out so she could not get to her food bowl. Fifi ate it all. She ate double today. So I dispensed like her portion of food and let her eat, and she was gobbling up. I was like, damn, you must have been hungry, you know, and that wouldn't have happened if you had, you know, not locked yourself in my bedroom. So she ate, like it was all fine. But the crazy thing was, as I was dispensing it, even after already eating two portions of food, Fifi was still trying to shove her face in there and steal Iris's food. Well, Iris was finally eaten. She was still trying to get in there and eat more. I was like, Fifi, your greed sickens me. Like, girl, what are you doing? You've already eaten so fucking much. And then you know what? After Iris finished, like I sat there the whole time and made sure Fifi did not manage to sneak in there and get a bite. Cause she still was acting like she was starving to death. And I was like, girl, So I watched her. Iris ate all her food. It was all good, all fine. And then while I was making my dinner, same as this morning, Fifi starts going at the feeder. She likes to like paw at the chute and try to get like pieces to come out, or she likes to knock it over because she thinks every once in a while, like knocking it over will make some pieces fall out. I guess it just kind of depends on how they're like resting in the like chute thing or whatever dispenser part. But not always. So sometimes she likes to knock it over to try to get more food out of it. And I literally was like losing my mind. I was like, Fifi, you've already eaten 2 portions of food for dinner. You tried to steal your sister's food whenever I gave her her food for the day. And now you're still trying to get in the feeder and get more food. I'm serious. Like, she is just a freak. Like, she's a fucking freak. And all I could do was laugh. I was just like, oh my God. Like, you're such a fucking glutton. It's insane. Your greed sickens me. So that was Fifi today. She finally calmed down. She finally stopped messing with the feeder. She's probably processing all that food in her belly, and she's gonna drop like the most ginormous, stinkiest shit later. Like, I was like, Fifi, you're gonna poop so much. Like, you're so full of food right now. So that happened. So I was like, fuck, okay, I gotta make sure if I ever do that again, I gotta make sure I put that door stopper in, because I don't know why Iris just loves to close the door. And specifically, she closes herself in my room. And I'm like, girl, you did not think this through. You did not think this through. Oh my God. It was just... They are so silly. They're so silly. She's planning to lock her sis in the room to eat both plates. But her plan backfired. But the thing is she always locks herself in my room, because you have to be in it. Well, I guess technically, maybe if she put her paw under from the outside, she could close it from the living room. But it's definitely easier to close it if you're in my bedroom. You know what I mean? Like with the way that the door closes. So she always closes herself in my room. And I'm just like, oh my God. Like, I could not believe it. I got home and I immediately realized when I saw the door was closed, I was just like, oh my God, fuck no. So that was our fun story today. Fifi is certainly not hungry, though she will still try to convince you that she is. And she is not a skinny legend right now, okay? She is a cute, fat, happy little baby, but apparently not happy enough, because she's still trying to get food. Oh my God, I could not believe it, you guys. This is just so silly. But anyways, so that's what happened today. The 7 sins portrayed by cats, not for real. Fifi is definitely gluttony. I don't know what Iris would be. Wait, what are all the sins again? We got gluttony, we got greed, we got wrath, we got sloth, we got pride, envy. What am I missing? What am I missing? Gluttony, wrath, sloth, pride, greed, envy. What am I missing? Is there one that's like sad? Is it sad? Oh no, lust! Duh. Lust. I don't know which one. Iris really isn't any of those things, I feel like. I guess pride, probably, if I had to pick one for her. She's a little prideful princess, I suppose. Maybe envy, but... yeah, maybe envy, because she does get jealous whenever Fifi's getting attention, but then Fifi also gets jealous when she's getting attention, so... I don't know. Fifi's definitely gluttony. Iris is probably either envy or pride. Probably a little more pride, though. I'm not sure though. Anyways, oh my god. Does this mean I need to get 5 more cats? Oh no, just my arm. Anyways, but yeah, so that's my kitty story for the day. That's the most interesting thing that has happened with them in a while. I could not freaking believe it, but it did give me a good laugh, you know, so that's them. That's how they're doing. Anyways, okay, let's continue. I can see your eyes shining behind those glasses. So is this a blood stain? It's so, ugh. Emma, you're shaking. It's just, this is my first time seeing real blood. Scientific investigation in action. Okay, well, we definitely know that this is a blood stain. But doesn't something strike you as odd? Scientifically speaking, of course, girl, you gotta stop saying that. What's odd about this, scientifically? The bloodstain's location or the amount? Probably more so the amount rather than the location. The location is pretty close to where the stabbing occurred, I guess, so I would expect there to be more of it for sure. The perpetrator and Detective Goodman fought here, right? Don't you think there'd be a little more blood? Like, a lot more? I definitely think so. I mean, look at all the blood on the sole of the victim's shoe. It is pretty strange. If they fought here, there'd have to have been more blood than this. Hey, Mr. Wright. I'm gonna mark up the floor plans when we find a bloodstain, okay? Oh, there's gonna be more? Okay. See, I'm pretty handy to have around, right? Yeah. And this stuff's pretty handy too. Saved up my allowance to buy that. Can you just buy luminol? Like, is that something that just anybody can buy? Can you just, like, go to a store that sells it and just buy it? Do you have to have some kind of qualifications or, like, whatever to buy luminol? It's not a cleaning solution. I don't know. I really wonder about that. I've never thought about it before. Solution used for scientific investigation finds blood traces. Spray to use. I feel like you shouldn't be able to just buy it because, like, then in theory, right? Some random person could buy luminol, murder someone, and then use it to make sure that they fully cleaned up their crime, right? Like, it could totally be abused if, like, any old person could just go and buy luminol, right? Like, I feel like that has to be, like, a restricted item. Don't you think? Anyways. I don't think it... Juan, I don't think it cleans things. I don't think it cleans. I don't think it removes stains. I don't think it does any of that. I think it only finds traces of blood. I don't think it actually gets rid of anything. I might be wrong. I mean, I'm not a luminol expert, but I don't think that's what it does. Like, damn, just get some Shout or, like, OxyClean, brother. Anyways, we can't be sure that the police will reveal all their evidence in court. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view of the case. So let's drag that hidden evidence out into the light of day. Yeah. Feels like we're really investigating a crime now, doesn't it? Guess I should give this a spray on anything suspicious. Huh. Oh? I wonder how that fluid of yours would react to a nice deli box. Miss Starr. You only trust your own eyes, Not bad, you two. This day-old deli box is on the house. Deli box is an interesting name for that. Like sashimi. Sorry, it's just that kind of lead in doesn't really get my mouth watering. All right, let's have a talk. Today's trial. You certainly put me in a tight spot today. My apologies, Miss Starr, but no, it's okay. It was my fault. Oh, we know. I witnessed everything from that security room right there. But I was afraid that wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see. I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry. Sorry? You lied on the witness stand. That's unforgivable. Yeah, shouldn't you be in jail right now? For perjury? Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the events from was different, I still saw what I saw. I saw Chief Prosecutor Sky stab a man in cold blood, and that testimony still stands. Ah. Swear on my honor as a detective. She stabbed Goodman. I know this photograph has something important to tell us, but what? Detective Star. So you were a detective, weren't you, Miss Star? Yes. It was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago. No matter how hardened the criminal, when they faced me, they coughed it up. Coughed it up? They confessed. They babbled like babies. You know. I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too. I wouldn't doubt it. Every day, I dragged the dirt out of the mouths of suspect after suspect. Before long, they called me the cough-up queen. Oh, and here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches. See, that's kind of what I thought. Or not food poisoning, I thought she was purposely poisoning people. And you were let go? Fired? Felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if these prim and proper prosecutors hadn't let me go, I'd still be one today. It's all because of that case. The SL9 incident. All right. SL9? Wait, she doesn't mean... I want to hear about it. Okay, wait. Maybe I can present the... I don't know if I should do the knife or the note. Maybe the knife. The SL9 incident. It's written on that knife. And on that note, maybe you could use either one. Goodman. Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know. Really? That knife was evidence from that case. The murder weapon. It was due for transferal the very day that Goodman was killed. Transferal, oh. As I suspected, SL9 isn't over, not yet. Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident? See, I thought the chief of police said that the SL9 incident was already solved. But now this sounds like the case was being transferred to another detective? I'm confused. Let's see what else she can tell us, though. Oh. Sorry, I thought I had to, like, go back for a talking point on it. I guess. I don't know if I should use the same item. I'm not sure what else I'm supposed to show her to get her to talk about it more. Maybe it was supposed to be this again? I'm not sure. Hi, Trigun. How's it going? That's the same thing. Wait, how do I get her to tell me more about it? I'm confused. What am I supposed to be showing her here? Hold on. You know, at a certain point, I'm a cheater because I get tired. I get tired of not knowing what I'm doing. Let me see. What? I feel like no other item makes sense. You know? crime photo? Wait, why the crime photo? What does that have to do with SL9? I'm confused. Okay. See, this is why sometimes I gotta just look. Spent my day following my mom and grandma around stores. Window shopping is not for the weak. Ugh, you know, that is really exhausting. I feel you there. Well, I hope that you can rest and relax now and have a little bit of recuperation. I always feel like drained whenever I go like out shopping anywhere, like except maybe like Barnes and Noble. But even then sometimes I feel like I just don't like going places, especially when there's a lot of other people around, because I don't know, I just find it very like draining for some reason. So doing that all day sounds draining. But I hope you still overall had a good day though. If you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guard room, but even I get flustered sometimes. We went straight to the scene of the crime. I rushed towards the chain link fence in an effort to stop the murder. That's when I took this photo, yes. In other words, 5 minutes after the crime. Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The whole of my testimony, as it were. The 5 minutes weren't the problem, Miss Starr. You lying was the problem. Listen, little girl. I've had my testimony disregarded before, and I wasn't going to have it disregarded again. Just like that time. That time? Damn, what the hell else am I supposed to be showing her? That time. I don't know. This? Oh, apparently it was that. Okay, it was when I grabbed the chief prosecutor on the shoulder. She dropped that phone on the pavement. That's when you heard her talking about the muffler, right? Little did I know it was a trap. The red car's muffler and the prosecutor's red muffler. What was Miss Sky really trying to say, I wonder? Shit, I don't know. There goes Iris trying to open the closet again. I swear to God, they are non-stop today, you guys. They're just being little brats. I can't. Little troublemakers. Whatever. I'll just let her open it. I don't care. I can't care anymore. Just learn how to at least open it. Like, you're trying so hard and you're really not succeeding. Like, if you're gonna open it, just open it. I know you know how to open it. Why are you suddenly confused? Her fucking face. I can't do this no more, brother. I don't know. I'll just pick something random. Uh-oh, are we starting from the beginning? Uh-oh. Do I have to start it all over? Oh my god. I'm gonna lose it. Okay, hold on. Or maybe it's a talking point now. Oh, here we go. I did lose track. The incident really opened up my eyes to the truth. We're nothing to them. Disposable. Disposable to who? 2 years ago, it was the biggest case I'd ever handled. The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence. So they didn't solve it? On the contrary. It was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed. Oh, God. Executed? Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. It doesn't get any cleaner than that. The only problem was they never did find decisive evidence. Not a shred. What? But the criminal was executed, right? On the basis of evidence of a sort. Made up evidence. Oh, great. What? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence? The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen. Others found themselves out of a job. And you were one of those? Myself and one other person you know well. Wait, could it be? Exactly. Detective Jake Marshall. Oops. I mean, police department security detail. Officer Jake Marshall. Detective Marshall. Professional detectives, we investigated that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined. And then it was over. And he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I. You haven't forgotten SL9? There was another side to that case, a hidden side. That's what we're after now. And no one up in their fancy offices can stop us. Wait. Those lunches you sell. There's only one reason I come to sell lunches in this accursed office. I come here to eat eat? Oh my god. I come here to meet old friends. Boyfriends that can help me investigate. Miss Starr's old boyfriends. How many does she have anyway? Just when all the detectives on SL9 have disappeared, we find new evidence. There has to be a connection. So, rookie. What? Seems like you're serious about investigating this case. Yes. Oh, wow. Then you should take this. A Salisbury steak lunch? Looks pretty good. I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with his treat. All right, Officer Marshall's gonna love these. Miss Starr? Officer Marshall. Is he your... are you his... Are you going out? Why do you want to know? I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago, when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. He got along so well with my sister, it made me jealous. And he was nice to me too back then. This would be when Officer Marshall was a detective. But now he's so cold. Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that. I see. Thank you. Officer Jake Marshall. Okay, well, let's go find him. Where is he? Maybe at the police department entrance? It's even busier here today than it was yesterday. The detectives are running around so fast they're blurring. Suppose it makes sense. A detective did get killed here after all. So the evidence room. The scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got at the front desk, here it is. Just like a kid at the amusement park. Oh, real crime scene. Let's go take a look. Okay. I guess let's go here for... I think we gotta go here to get to it. Wow, everyone looks deadly serious here. Well, there was a vicious murder of a detective down at the police department. Yes, but the same detective was also killed at the same time in the prosecutor's lot. Ugh, it makes my head hurt. Well, first things first, let's go check out the police department crime scene. Yes, you sound dead set on investigating. But don't mess up, or we could wind up dead. Doubt anyone wants more mysteries or dead bodies around here right now. But it doesn't look like anyone's going to help us much either. Oh, okay, I guess it's not here. Maybe it's this other, the guard station? I'm not really sure. Or, oh, no, this is his. Evidence room entrance. What's with the decor in this place? It's very eccentric. According to the pamphlet, this is the guard station for the evidence room. Before the evidence room, okay. So beyond that door is the evidence room. The scene of the crime? Sure seems that way. Oh. What's wrong? Those cacti, they're so prickly and imposing. It's hard to think straight. Can't handle the cacti. Stay out of the desert. Oh my gosh. What I want to know is, if this is a guard station, where's the guard? Looks like he's got a lot of alcohol. I have a feeling I know who he is already. Well, yeah, we do know. Oh, maybe I can examine some things. Can I use the luminol? Yipes, these sure are prickly. They must be the real deal. I would think just one big one would be sufficient. These cacti are a lot like my sister, actually. How so? Encased in a cold, rigid shell with spines pointing in every direction. Damn, just like her. I'm not so sure I can see the resemblance. More an attitude thing than a physical similarity. Okay. Look, on the floor, a lasso. Looks like it's set up to trap something. A trap here? Wait, I know. Maybe someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here. But the lasso missed. Sure have an active imagination. Nah, for real. Looks like there's a video feed from the evidence room here. There's a light blinking below the monitor. It says recording. Bet we could use this computer to check on who went in and out of there. That's good. There's a security guard uniform hanging here. Looks more like a costume than a uniform, honestly. A leather jacket, leather pants, a leather... What was that called again? Punchy? A poncho. Wait, maybe that wasn't it. It's a poncho, but I think I'll keep that information to myself for the time being. Anything else? Oh, like the little door. The swinging door makes the place look like some kind of saloon. But look, it's nailed shut. You can't get in that way. Oh, interesting. Of course not. If you went in through here, cactus would fall over. Ouch. I'd say it'd be more of a yeah myself. Okay. I think that's all, or well, I guess aside from this, the evidence room is beyond that door. Let's just walk in. It won't open. You thought it opened? I think we need someone's permission to go in there first. Okay, so we gotta find him. Okay, let's keep looking. This place is charged with frantic energy as always. Please! Huh? Wasn't that... One steak lunch, please. Oh, it's you. Detective Gumshoe. Now's no time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. What I really need is a steak lunch from Lunchland. Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale. I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking. Now's no time for despair. We've caught our criminal. Now we just need evidence. The criminal? You mean... You heard about the stabbing in the police department evidence room, right, pal? Yes, we did. The biggest scandal to hit the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy. But Detective Gumshoe, who was it? Listen, pal. All I know is I need me a steak lunch pronto. Standing around here talking isn't going to fill my belly. Wait, don't leave. If you want to know more, head on down to the detention center, pal. Questioning should be over, so I figure he's down there having a good cry. Later. He ran off to the evidence room. Well, this investigation is off to a running start. Okay, so he said the... Oh, wait, how do I get to the detention center? Here we go. All right. So I do feel better about things, a little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they? Yeah, I guess they did. Best to not go too far down that road right now. Things will just get confusing. What was that? Sir, that's what I'm saying. Me? A perpetrator? I'd say I was the perpetrated against, sir. That's what I'd say. Oh. Hi. Greetings, sir. Wait, I know who you are. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Officer Meekins. So you're a guard here at the detention center? No, sir, I'm not, sir. I'm a little lost patrolman. Like a little lost lamb, sir. Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report? No, sir, how should I say this? Wait, he isn't. Is he? You, Officer Meekins. You didn't, did you? Perpetrator Officer Meekins reporting, sir. What? What? Now this is an unexpected turn of events. Yeah, you're telling me. Alright, the day of the crime. Sir, I'm a patrolman with General Affairs, sir. Sir! Ow, I can hear you fine, Officer Meekins. Had some business that day, sir, and so I went to the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the room was empty, sir. So normally there's a guard at the evidence room? That's right, sir, because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. Now the security officer was none other than Officer Marshall. Marshall? Why are we surprised? We knew this. Then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir. Oh, okay. Gosh, what's happening? What the heck is this guy doing? So what happened then? After that, sir, everything went white. I saw red. I blacked out. And when I came to, I was here in the detention center. How long were you out? Days? Might I ask, what happened to your hand? Sir, there was no one to bandage me, sir. So I did what I could to wrap it up, sir. A bandage on his hand. Just like Miss Sky. Yet another similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor's office. First things first. Tell us how you hurt your hand. Okay, well, hold on. Let's do this. I don't mean to pry, but you're the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right? Sir, please don't look at me with those sad puppy dog eyes, sir. If you have to label me as perpetrator or victim, sir, then label me victim. I would, but you happen to be in detention, and alive and well at that. Ah, yes, well, that's true, sir. I suppose you could say that. Did you know the victim, Detective Goodman? Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger or a total stranger, then I'd say he leans heavily on the total stranger side. So you didn't know him? Sir, I work in a tiny department, devoid of light or other creature comforts. I don't know any detectives. So if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him? Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir. None. Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir. At least someone around here is more confused than I am. Alright, what about the bandaged hand? About your hand. Did that happen during the course of the crime? Well, you see, sir, don't you think you should just confess? But sir, but there was nothing I could do. Nothing you could do? Sir, to tell the truth, sir, when it happened, when the detective pointed the knife at me, I just hollered, sir. And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious. The next thing you knew, you were, huh? Then, when I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, sir. All alone. Alone because Detective Goodman had disappeared. What? Then when I looked down, I was gushing blood from my hand, sir. Oh, the shock. Oh, the sorrow, sir. Can you imagine how I felt? The victim's body disappeared? That's some story. Yeah, that sure is. I wonder if there's anything we can present. Maybe just like about the weapon? Officer Meekins, this is for you. Eek! I'm scared of knives, sir. It's okay, I just wanted you to look at it. That's it, sir. Last night, sir. That's the one. I was an apple, sir, in my dream, sir, and I was being peeled. Well, that's bleak. What the fuck? On second thought, you don't have to look at the knife. He's overreacting to the knife, but I guess he's been through a lot. Okay. Maybe Goodman's ID. The real surprise is how he still can have a megaphone while behind bars. True. You think you could take a look at this? Hey, that's it, sir. That's it. That's it. That's what? My head was a blank until this very moment. But sir, now I remember. I remember, sir. You mean you remember what happened? Correct. That card. That card was the cause of it all. This ID card? Exactly, sir. That's exactly it. Nothing could be more exact, sir. Nothing. I'd better pry into this one a little deeper. Do we have a new talking point, or do I need to present it again? Maybe present it again? Oh, no. Let's use a different item now, I guess. Okay. If not that, but it should be something related to Goodman, probably. Maybe the autopsy? I don't know. Maybe the crime photo? Or the shoe? Maybe the shoe? Okay, maybe the photo? Hey, why do you have that? That's from the day it was taken at the prosecutor's office. Okay, maybe it was that. The day that Detective Goodman's body was found in the trunk. This means I'm a free man. Innocent. If this is a dream, sir, then I hope I never wake up. If this is a dream, you'd better wake up right now. Okay, maybe not that. Maybe just SL9? I don't know. Let me see. Oh. It says to present the ID to Meekins and then talk to Meekins about all available topics and then move to the Criminal Affairs Department. But it sounded like we had more to talk to him about. Let me see what he said again. I guess it doesn't necessarily say pry and do it with him. Oh, wait. Oh, no, there's a new one in the middle. Oh, my bad. Can you tell me what it is you do remember? Well, sir, you might say I'm a little lost patrolman. A lost little lamb, if you will. I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman, who was in the evidence room. And that's why you thought he looked suspicious. Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to show me his ID card. Well, that sounds pretty much like by the book so far. That's right, sir. That's what I've been trying to tell you. So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing. Suddenly he pointed a knife at me. What? Sir, I assure you I was as flustered as you are right now. So I whooped and leapt at him. Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him. Do unto to others before they do unto you. My own father's words, sir. What happened then? Well, my eyes, sir. Everything went white. When I awoke, I was here. Right. Reason for arrest. So, Officer Meekins, why was it they arrested you? What do you mean, Emma? Let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman, and the victim, who he met at the scene of the crime, didn't show his ID card. In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim. Yeah. And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually died. I'm confused why they think that someone was murdered there. That's it, sir. That's what I wanted to say. That is, I did say something along those lines. Like, what part of this situation gave them reason to believe that someone died there? Huh? But you still ended up here? They told me that it had to be him, sir. On that day, at that time, Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said. But you don't remember the events clearly? No, but the videotape is quite clear. Huh? Videotape? From the security camera. The crime. My crime. The crime I swore to stamp out. It's there. It's me. It's on tape. And you waited until now to tell us this? I'm sorry. Really sorry, sir. I'll hand over my badge. I don't deserve it. No thanks. I have my own. Well, guess we'd better go check out the crime scene. Okay. Let's do it. Is it here? Or I think that's how we got to the security office, right? Hey, Mr. Wright. Look who's standing at the Chief of Detectives desk. It's Police Chief Gant. And you're sure this is all? You know what it means if there's anything missing. Sir, I'm sure it's most likely totally perfect. We checked all of his drawers, lockers, garbage cans, bags, coat pockets, hats, under his seat cushion, behind his computer monitor, inside his personal coffee machine. I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you call me right away, deal? Yes, sir. We'll scour the place again, sir. Chief of Detectives looks a little flustered. Huh, righto, my boy. How you been? Swim much? Oh, Chief Gant. Reporting for duty, sir. But what about a full body cavity search, you know? You were so right. Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright? Brother, I don't know. All right, Edgeworth. Is Edgeworth going to be okay? Oh, really? You know, they're doing a little inquiry committee with him. Sounds like an inquisition. Yep, well, they've had no end of trouble with the boy since last year. You mean the incident on Gourd Lake? Doesn't look good having a top prosecutor sit in the defendant's seat, does it? And you got someone else found guilty in that case, right? Righto? I sure did. Von Karma. A legend he was, undefeated in his 40-year career. But in court you fixed it so he was caught for forging evidence. Wait, I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence. In any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of turmoil, you might say. Why, they'd do just about anything to restore their reputation. Now, depending on what that inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for Worthy. What? Evidence room incident. Downright odd, I tell you. The detective getting killed on their turf too, I mean. They're being the prosecutors, I assume. Scientifically speaking, it's impossible. Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says. Okay, I want to see what evidence proves that he was stabbed in the whatever room it was, evidence room here, because everything I've heard makes it sound like there's no evidence of a murder taking place. Maybe like an attack. But a murder? Like, how are you why? I'm so confused. What evidence is this? Now, Righto, I can't give away all our secrets just like that. And this in particular, well, it's a little sensitive, and I can't talk about it. Wasn't expecting much anyway. You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff. Secrets. Can't stand them. But you know, It's a full-time job just keeping the chief of detectives' trap shut. Ah, he was the one you were picking on earlier? Huh? You saw that? Whoops. I think I'm gonna have another mint. Cannibalism. I wonder what it was that he wanted the chief of detectives to do. Let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him. Wait, what am I asking him? Hold on. Oh. I'm not sure. Oh no, I guess let's try this. Okay, not that. Mint caught your tongue. I know, I'm trying not to make it... I'm trying to make it where you guys can't hear it too much, but... Oh, I'm not supposed to show anything. Oh, it's just the man at the center desk. Oh, okay. My bad. That makes more sense now that I think about it. Hey, oh, sorry you had to see that. What exactly did the chief of police want you to do? Well, see over there? That's Goodman's desk. Oh, right. He wanted me to check for anything that might be a clue. They took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can. So nothing belonging to Detective Goodman is still here? Of course not. Well, except for this. What? You kept something? Sure, why not? It's not important. He didn't even finish writing it. It's a lost item report, but it's only half complete. Lost item? Did Detective Goodman lose something? The date on it is February 21. Better make a note of that just in case. I wonder if on his note he was starting to write SL9 1 because the other evidence is SL9 2 or something like that. You know what I mean? We should really get back to investigating the police department crime scene. Okay. Permission to enter. Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor? Well, I never thought the day would come when Wright asked me for help. I was wondering if we could investigate the evidence room. I don't like that. Stop doing that. Now, Righto. Actually, I'm sorry. I don't need to investigate after all. Righto, please. Do I look like a selfish man? Huh? Heck, if anyone asked me, "Sir, can I borrow $50?" I'd give them $50, no problem. So go ahead. Investigate that room to your heart's content. Knock yourself out. It just goes to show you never know until you ask. And for you here, you can borrow this. Huh? Hey, this is a detective's ID card, isn't it? That's a special card for guests, so don't lose it. Yes, sir. It's an honor. You just run along and do your best now. Later, folks. Thanks. It looks pretty cool on my lapel, doesn't it? Or lapel? Lapel. Lapel, that's what it is, right? Just think, a real ID. You seem happy. Yes, sir. Because, sir, we get to go into the evidence room now, sir. Think this place is a bad influence on the girl. All right, well, let's do it. Oh wait, do I not get it from here? Hold up. How do I get to it? Oh, through the guard station, right? Oh, maybe I just have to interact. Oh. We have the ID card from Chief Gant. Let's just walk in. It won't open. Card reader's turned off, see? What is that security guard thinking? Howdy, partners. Well, well. What's made my Bambina's skies go gray? Or so gray? Officer Marshall. Why does it have to be him? What's that? Why does it have to be him look for? As you may have surmised, this here's my saloon. We're here to investigate the crime scene. Yeehaw! That card you got there on your chest. That's better than a sheriff's badge in these parts. Yeehaw? Well, what you standing there for? Get along, little doggies. The crime scene's awaiting. I think I looked up how to say that last time and I forget what it was. Looks like the card reader's on again. While we're here, I was wondering if we could ask you some questions. Sorry, cowboy, but I got no mind to tangle with you hombres. You're busy then? Did I say that? I only said I didn't wish to speak with you. Actually, you said you had no mind to tangle with us. Okay, but I should be able to get him talking if I give him his little favorite box lunch. So let's do that. Wait, I can check it? Wow, I mean, it looks pretty delish, doesn't it? What's it gotta say? Looks pretty good. Okay. Well, let's hand it over. Here you go. Now, do you feel like talking? That smell. Ah, reminds me of Texas. So, Officer Marshall, you're from Texas? No, I just saw a special on television the other day. Is this from my baby? Your baby? Yeah, Miss Star. What's this? What's wrong? Filet steak lunch. See. I don't see. I wonder what it means. Steak lunch given to Officer Marshall. All right, Bambina, you win. Ask anything. Finally, it seems like he's willing to talk. All right, let's see. Guard station. Officer Marshall, you're in charge of security for the evidence room, right? You got good eyes, partner. It's an easy job, and I'm grateful for it. See how the man doesn't completely lose his job, he just gets demoted, whereas the woman gets just straight out fired? Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention center told us. Aw, that poor little guy. Poor guy, I keep getting his name wrong and calling him Meekly. He told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station. Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this, but since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, well, it might not look it, but I lost my fire for the job, you know? So, what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place? Well, I reckon I was galloping down the highway on the back of my steed, Zippy. Note, he was riding down the highway on his horse named Zippy. There's no need for people here anyhow. These newfangled machines do a bang-up job of keeping an eye on the place. You mean the security camera system? I don't take to machines much. Kind of like that stewed broccoli they sneak in next to your steak, you know? Miss Starr told us something. She said that you were a detective until 2 years ago. It was always my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the scene of the crime. That's all gone now. Like a drinking hole in a prairie fire. You're still investigating the SL9 incident with Miss Starr, aren't you? That was my case. It's all solved on the record books, but it smells like a bad game of poker. Can't let it go. That's all there is to it. What kind of case was it anyway? We've heard the name so many times, but no one tells us what actually happened. There are some things you're better off not knowing, Bambina. Anyway, that case is officially dead as of 2 days ago. 2 days ago? The day of our case? That's right. The evidence transferals. Edgeworth was talking about the transferals too. I know what maybe 2 of the machines in here do. Only 2 of them? There must be a dozen. Like I said, Bambina, me and machines, well, I like them about as much as I like stewed cauliflower with my steaks. The easiest ones to understand are these here security cameras. Those are the ones that Officer Meekins mentioned. Nothing happens, the tapes are automatically erased every few hours. And Officer Meekins and Detective Goodman, are they on one of those tapes? I reckon they might be. You're the security guard and you reckon? One more thing. When you go into the evidence room, you need an ID card. That's the card reader by the door. The card reader leaves a record of every ID card that passes through. Interesting, okay. So this is the ID card record. Hey, I've seen that somewhere before. Sorry, Bambina. Can't show you more than that. Huh? I haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet. Mr. Wright, I saw a number on that record just now. Seen that number before. Maybe there's some way I can prove the record is tied to the stabbing. Okay. Sorry, but could you explain what this whole transferal thing is about? We keep only evidence from solved cases in this room. They're kept here under the presiding detective's supervision for 2 years. So we can reinvestigate them if it turns out there was a mistake, see? What happens to the evidence after 2 years? It goes to sleep forever in the underground vault at the county sheriff's department. That's what we call transferal. We do it every February. I see now. Got it, okay. Transferal is like a funeral for old cases. 2 years after a case is solved, it's closed forever. Dead. Never to be reopened again. Never to be reinvestigated. And that happened to SL9 2 days ago. Okay, so I gotta figure out something to prove to him that the case is related to that record. I guess maybe just this? It's got his ID number. See this? This is the victim's ID card. Oh, the one that was on the ground in the parking lot? The number on this is 584-2189. Officer Marshall, show us that ID card record again. So 3 people entered before him? Look, the 4th number. It's a perfect match. It was used at 5:14, right before the stabbing. What's more, there's only one of them cards in the world. So when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room. But wait, what did Officer Meekins say? Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to display his ID card. So he asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing. Suddenly he pointed a knife at me. If he had his ID card then, why would he have pointed a knife at Officer Meekins? Alright, compadre, you win. I guess I can give you this ID card record. Okay. Got an idea. Maybe I should show this list to other people with IDs here. Okay. Can I go in there now? Yes. Quiet. The investigation must be over here. So this is the evidence room? It really is kind of like a graveyard. Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. This feels more like a morgue. Yeah, it does. Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me. Oh. Eek! Whoa. Hello? Sorry, I thought you were a ghost. I wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts on the head, pal. So is it true what I heard? Yeah, it's true. Chief of Police Gant will loan anyone 50 bucks? Even me? Oh, so that's what you were talking about. Actually, I was put in charge of the investigation for today. Just for today? Boss for a day. But guess what? You got permission from the chief. So now you're boss for a day. Gee, thanks. First of all, you'll want to have this. Evidence room floor plans, okay? Can I look at that real quick? Okay. Have a chat. Boss for a day. So Detective Gumshoe, your boss for the day? That's right, it's an honor. After all, the murder took place right here in the police department. But if you're boss, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings? They're using yesterday's findings to prepare for tomorrow's trial. In other words, you got kicked out of the investigation again. I'm adamant, though. I'm going to take control and put this case to rest. My own evidence locker, pal. You have a locker in here too, Detective Gumshoe? Huh, of course. I am a detective after all. They gave me a locker that only I can open, pal. Only you can open? Hi, Az. Thank you for getting your daily mint. How are you doing today? I'll always believe in Mr. Edgeworth no matter what happens. So, Mr. Edgeworth is with the Inquiry Committee now, right? They're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in court today. I see. I guess this is what you call fate. Mr. Edgeworth just can't get away from that case. That case? Yeah, that case. The SL9 incident, of course. That was the beginning of the end for Mr. Edgeworth. Maybe we can get him to tell us more about the case. This place is more high-tech than you might think. Every locker is fixed so that only one detective can open it. Using their ID card? Well, that's the thing, pal. ID cards can be lost. Why, I'm on my third card since entering the force already. Sounds like a lot. Yeah, but even I can't lose my own right hand. Right hand? Oh, you mean your fingerprint? Exactly, pal. The lock for each locker is coded with a fingerprint. Oh. So the only locker we can open is our own. Funny, that looks like normal lockers. These are the latest model. There's a trick to the handles, see? The handles? On the other side of the handles is a sensor, and if the wrong person touches it, zap, you get a shock. That's what happened. My hand would be black and smoking every day. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people on the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks. Okay. Okay, so what did we need him to do? Forget. Oh, just to tell us more about the case. Okay. Okay, and I also need to show him this list. Let's do that real quick. Oh yeah, I gotta do it. Or oh, I was in the right thing. Let me see. Let's see if we can get his ID number or whatever. I did see your Twitch recap. Yeah, I said that now I know how many channel points you're sitting on. It's crazy. Could you take a look at this? This is the ID card record of the people who came in here on the day of the stabbing. Ah, I heard the rumors. So it was Goodman who came in here at the time of the murder. Whoa. What is it? That second number. It's not your ID number, is it, Detective Gumshoe? Mr. Edgeworth. What? The second number on this list belongs to Mr. Edgeworth. What? You are rich. Like, god damn. We love to see it, though. That made me smile so big ass. IDs of all who entered. Okay, it's updated. Why would Edgeworth have come to the evidence room? That's the question, isn't it? That is the question. Okay, let's do this. Maybe this will get him to tell us about the case. Detective Goodman's note and the switchblade knife. I bet Edgeworth was the most surprised of anyone. Because of the SL9 connection? That was Mr. Edgeworth's first big case, you know, 2 years ago. That was the first time the world knew Edgeworth was a man to be feared. But why would evidence from that case turn up now? I guess it's not over, pal. Maybe there are some loose ends left on that case. Okay. Now that was a bloody, violent case. Violent? So it was a murder? A serial killing? Oh, a serial killing. Maybe I don't want to get involved in this after all. But the killer made a mistake, and Mr. Edgeworth built his case around that to nab him. And this was 2 years ago? That put Mr. Edgeworth right in the spotlight and started the rumor mill. Rumors about forged evidence? Rich, yeah, I can only imagine how many points you have won. I know you're sitting on hella points. It was supposed to be all cleaned up with the transferal the other day. It was the last job he ever did. Detective Goodman, that is. Huh? What do you mean? Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SL9 incident, see? So, the switchblade knife. The victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself? Am I supposed to present it to him and he'll keep telling me stuff? Or nope, this is the same. I feel like there's more that he's supposed to tell me here, but I'm not sure. Maybe that's it. Let's try. That's fine. My mouse is over there. I guess let's try examining some things. Something sticking out of here. Looks like a shirt. I guess it must be evidence for some case. Wonder if Detective Gumshoe put this here. There you go, pal. Making me out to be some kind of slob. I'm not responsible for the evidence here. That said, I bet that evidence locker was opened recently. How do you know? If you leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. The guard checks on that kind of stuff and notifies the detective responsible. How many times have I had him breathing down my neck about some silly evidence? Sounds like Detective Gumshoe leaves evidence hanging out a lot too. But he doesn't tuck his shirt under that trench coat either. If you're going to talk behind someone's back, don't do it right in front of them, pal. Okay, let's have a look. Oh. What's this? Blood. It's a little worn, but there's definitely a handprint here. It looks like someone tried to wipe it off. Mr. Wright. What if there are other bloodstains in the room? We should use her testing fluid to check it out. Okay. How do I use it? Do I just like interact with it? A spray. Is that it? Okay. It's weird, it doesn't do that until I've clicked a couple times after I made it pop up. Let's examine. That must have been one massive pool of blood. Never seen anything like it. I'm not a professional. What's your opinion, detective? Pale blue blood. Maybe Detective Goodman was actually an alien? Oh, brother. This proves that something really happened in front of this locker. I'll make a note of it on the floor plans. Hey, If you didn't want my opinion, you shouldn't have asked. Oh, brother. Is there more or is that it? I think that's it, right? Oh no. Okay, it lets me do this one too. I knew it. This is someone's right handprint. What? What's the matter, detective? This locker, it's mine. It's yours? Please, you have to help me when they come to take me away. Promise you'll testify that I wouldn't harm a fly. You'll do that for me, won't you, pals? This is an important clue. I'll jot it down on the floor plans. I'm counting on you guys. Believe me, you can't trust the police. Are you sure you want to have said that? What? But you're a detective. Okay, well. I mean, that was a choice. I think that's it, though. Okay. I think that's maybe it. Let's keep examining, because this is open. Look, this one's open, and the red indicator light above the door is lit. The locker is coated with Detective Goodman's fingerprint. Detective Goodman's locker. Are you sure it's okay to leave it open like that? Well, it'd be hard to get it open again if we closed it. It's empty. They must have taken the contents elsewhere. What is this? Wow, someone must have broken something big to make all these pieces. Detective Gumshoe, perhaps? There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of hooligan. That's apparently from The Case. The Case? The SL9 incident, pal. See the sticker on one of the pieces there? Another piece of SL9 evidence. Let's take a closer look, I guess. Wonder what shape these pieces were in before whatever it was broke. You want to try to put it back together? Huh. Good luck, pal. That's no job for amateurs. Well, I spent a good 3 hours on that before I had to give up. That's why I always carry around a tub of glue. Well, this piece looks like the bottom. Let's try putting the rest in place. Oh! Okay. Okay, so I can pick different pieces. Should be, looks like this one. How do I move it? Oh, then I hit E to combine. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Oh. I mixed up my controls. This. Doesn't look quite right, does it? No. Oh, oops. No, let me try again. I'm sorry, I didn't know that was gonna exit it out. I keep doing that in this game. Let me try again. Oh, gosh dang it. Oh, okay. I can use keys to rotate it instead. Okay. Do that one. Seems like a top piece. The way it's rotating is tripping me up. see one that really fits this part very well. Like, none of them really seem right. At least it doesn't punish me for doing the wrong thing. None of them look, the longer pieces, none of them look quite right. Oh, it's that one. For some reason that one didn't look long enough. Okay. Cool. Might be that one. Kind of hard to tell with the angle. Okay. Cool. Thought maybe that chunk there, but not quite right, is it? Or, I don't think it's that. That doesn't look quite right either. Oh, might be this. It's this. There you go. That one. Keep mixing up my controls too. Okay. That one. No, I think it might be this one. Well, yeah, I don't know. That's like the top part. So no, it probably is this one, but which way is it? Twist? Is it this way? Yeah. And then this one should just be like that, right? Oh, we are missing some pieces though. Wait, I'm missing some pieces. Yeah, if only there was a paint by numbers mini game, I would slay that. Okay, we got it though. Well, I think we did it, but some of the pieces are missing. Yeah, I got that far 2 minutes myself. The problem is finishing it. Well, why wouldn't you still keep together the pieces you did get together? I call bullshit. Were some pieces stolen? I bet they were missing to begin with. Still, it doesn't look like the most stable kind of jar. Kind of understand how it got broken. Okay, we got the jar. Let's keep examining. Ooh, there's like a glove here. Oh, SL911. Okay. This is another piece of evidence. Wow, so there's a lot of different pieces of evidence with this one. Someone left a glove here, but only one. Detective Gumshoe, maybe? But we keep blaming him. That's evidence from the case. Okay. What about, like, this stuff? On paint. Since the dawn of time, true art has always been a war against oppression. True art? I noticed that there's blue and yellow paint here. Perhaps we're witnessing the birthplace of the blue badger? Well, you might say this is my... Oh, oops, I clicked too fast. You're in the evidence room? Is there anything else? Oh yeah, I already did this. This place is stuffed with evidence, stuffed with dreams. Not so sure about the dreams. It won't open. Did you really think it would? Hey pal, our security is high-tech around here. Okay. Got the stuff. Bulky equipment. What a sorry looking fishing pole that is. That's my personal pole. I never did get around to using it. Wait, I've seen that somewhere before. Right, pal, that's the metal detector. The one that led to the solving of that case out on Gourd Lake, remember? All right. Wow, that feels like ages ago. It does. And I don't think I've seen this one before. Well, that's a bug sweeper. I'm sure it will come in handy in solving some case sooner or later. That cheap looking box? Can't judge a person or a machine by their cover. You gotta look at their heart. All right. Look at this big pile of junk in the corner. That looks like a car door. There's a pair of handcuffs attached to the frame. Maybe the guy they caught was some sort of escape artist and he got away. Hey, that's one of those human profiles for range testing. Been shot square in the forehead. Better him than us. For sure, for sure. Okay, I think we've investigated everything in here that we can. Is there more for me to do here? Why are some of the pieces missing? Doesn't it seem a little unstable? I wonder, make sure to remember that next time I make a jar. Okay, I just wanted to have that checked. Okay, I think that's everything we can investigate here, and we are coming up on time, so I think I might wrap up here. I do kind of want to check just in case, since we're still in the middle of the investigation. I want to see if there's anything else I was supposed to show. Oh wait, he's not even here anymore. Oh wait, yeah, he's still here. He's still here, right? I want to make sure there isn't anything else I was supposed to show him. So let me take a look. But I think I did everything. We showed him the note. Talked about all the topics. Hold on. Oh. I think there's another thing we can... Hold on. Seems like there's another thing we could luminol. Do I do it again? Right. Oh, never mind. Okay, it talked about like the shards, but I guess that's it. 'Cause it says to do the bloody handprint, examine the luminol reaction, spray the shards, examine the luminol reaction, slide to the left and spray the upper left locker, examine the luminol reaction. I think we did everything here. I'm not... maybe it did a luminol reaction? But it's... I don't know. It sounded like... Maybe this is... Well, no. I'm not really sure. Anyway, I guess we'll come back if we hit a roadblock. But I think I'm going to wrap up here for today. I was not expecting that little mini trial, but I feel like we probably are coming up near the end of the investigation. So hopefully next time we'll finish up this investigation and then do day 2 of the trial. I'm really curious to see if we're gonna get another one of those like mini trials again as well, because that was interesting but kind of fun. But yeah, so far I'm really enjoying this case. It's really interesting. And yeah, I don't know. I still have a lot of questions trying to figure out what's going on, but I'm really liking it. It's very interesting and it has some fun twists and turns so far. So we're just gonna have to see where it goes. But yeah, that's gonna be it from me today, you guys. I hope y'all enjoyed the stream. Thanks so much for hanging out. We will be back, of course, next week with more Ace Attorney on Monday and Tuesday. So if you're curious to see how this case plays out, be sure to come back then. And keeping on the theme with all these trials, on Thursday we're going to be playing more Danganronpa V3. We are on chapter 4, starting the 4th trial. It's going to be an interesting, wild one. I mean, I don't even know what to think at this point. So we're going to be starting that on Thursday. I'm super duper excited. to start digging into that trial and see what we can figure out of that whole situation, because I mean, oh my god, it's just a mess. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I hope y'all have a lovely rest of your night, and yeah, stay warm. Have a lovely day tomorrow. If again you've got like snow and stuff where you are, please be safe, drive safe, be vigilant, all those things. And yeah, I'll see you guys on Thursday, or if not then, very, very soon. But until then, y'all know the drill. Make sure to hydrate, make sure to eat something if you haven't already, and make sure to have, or what? Have a good night? Hold on. Let me start over. I'm tired. Okay, hold on. I'm forgetting my own outro. What's the last thing I say? Help. Y'all know the drill. Make sure to hydrate, make sure to eat something if you haven't already, and make sure to do something that will make you smile for bed. All right, you guys. Okay, I got it. I started to panic for a second. Like, my mind went blank for a whole second there. Okay. Okay. We're okay. We're okay. Yeah, smile before bed, all that good stuff. And I will see y'all next time. Have a good night. Bye-bye. I'm dead. I can't. Oh my goodness.